Wow. We got one person watching with 4 thumbs up. Noble's here. Cool. Lisa's here. How you doing, Noble? How you been? Hope you been doing pretty good. Did y'all get a lot of rain? Somehow just scratched myself. I'm bleeding. Hey, Randy, how's it going, buddy? How we doing? Good. Did y'all get any rain? We've had a bunch of rain. Noble said he got 4 inches. He's just a little south of us. And we got a bunch of rain the other day, and it's pretty wet. We needed it. We really did, but I was trying to get other things done too. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Kentucky. Hope everybody's had a wonderfully beautiful day here, no matter where they live. No rain for a couple of days. We had rain not yesterday, day before yesterday, yeah. No, actually it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday we had rain. Tracy's here. How you doing? You have no idea how many people have actually told me that on these open live chats. Yeah, that's the number one person they say I look like, which not a bad deal. Well, Robbie's here. Y'all having fun out there? Looks like it on your all's lives. Watch both of them, and you had a live highlight. Watch that about the that 4-wheeler, that real fancy 4-wheeler you was showing off earlier today. Yeah, I guess it is about time to start digging sweet potatoes. Lisa planted some. I'm gonna do some digging down there to see if they actually come up, but I don't know if they would have did or not, but we'll find out. I guess this week would not be bad because the ground should be a lot softer to dig. Yeah, it'd be great if you got a bunch of sweet potatoes, Noble. I love sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are really good, especially I just like them like baked or and with salt and butter and all that stuff on them. A lot of pepper, Thunder Flakes. We have 2 Tracy's on here now. Hello, my green thumb Tracy. How you doing? That's funny because I mowed my yard for the first time in a while too yesterday. It needed it, and yeah, it was getting a decent little amount of green on it, So I don't know. I still got parts of the yard that are just brown as all get out, and that's because I don't know. I guess the dirt just took over the grass. It it is a wild thing to have your grass. You one time you're mowing it every week. Next thing you know, you go a month, maybe two, without mowing it. Yeah, mom and dad like putting cinnamon on theirs, and I don't know. There's a lot of people like putting little what I call candy in the sweet potatoes. But hello, your local girl. What's your name? Where are you from? We're in Central Kentucky, in case you need to know. Are you local? So what's everybody? What did y'all do this weekend? We went and watched the soccer game, and I got to see one of my cousins I hadn't seen for a while, and his granddaughter is on our granddaughter and grandson's soccer team, and it is funny to watch second graders and first graders out there playing soccer and really not grasping the concept. They just like to run and kick that ball. Yeah, it's too funny watching them run up and down that little grass part there. Yeah, it's too. I loved it. Some of them get very aggressive at kicking the ball and chasing it and kind of catch the concept of the game. Some of them have no clue what they're doing. They just, mom and dad put me here. I'm going to be here. One boy, every time he'd come down to the other end, to the end of the thing where his mom or grandma was at, he'd run over, give him a hug, and jump back up on the field. That was fun to watch. Yeah. My grandson was over there, and he liked hovering around the net and the coach, and you could see while we're explaining to the coach how they needed to play the game. The coach would try to coach him back into the game, and he'd yell, and then he'd explain the game to him again, and he was over motioning his hands and stuff and telling him how things should go. It, it was too funny. Well, it used to. About 40 some years ago. That's funny. Yeah. When I was in high school and stuff like that, I had a lot of problems with my hair being messed up by the wind and rain and all that. And as far as the rain, if you don't have a hat on during the rainstorm or something like that, it's coat on that old bald head. That's funny. Yeah, that's true about all the adults doing the same thing. That ain't milk, it's just gray hair, white hair, whatever you want to call it. Hello, Joy. How you doing? Yeah, Jack was our grandson playing soccer today. Yeah, like Lisa said, he was making sure that coach was not lonely at all. And he was making sure the coach knew how to play the game and when what to do, and the way he was motioning his hand, it was hilarious. It really was. I should have filmed it, but I didn't. Hello, Rebecca Touch for Yarn. How are we doing this evening? Glad to see you here. Your knees feeling any better? I sure hope so. Been praying for them. If you wonder why I keep looking over here, I'm looking at this iPad. I guess I could put it here and read right here. But yeah, I'm reading off the iPad because it's a lot closer than what I'm filming with. And when I'm got the iPad I'm using to do the film with is a little bit far away. Joy's thing just got retracted. Well, I hope they start feeling better. It knees bothering you or ankles or something like that, things you need to walk and stand on is it's a pain. It'll get you down quicker than a lot of other things will. Yeah, we both we missed a live too because we was well, I was busy getting me something to eat, and Lisa fell asleep, and so I started watching the movie and forgot about everything. Next thing I know, it's almost time for us. So I have been very very absent minded today. If I hadn't set an alarm, I might have forgot about ours. I wouldn't have forgot about ours, but we've had some beautiful sunsets around here lately, and then we've had a bunch of clear skies. Um, Next week, it's not supposed to rain until I think it's supposed to be. Well, the weatherman can't make up his mind whether it's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, but that's when the weather is supposed to come in, and we're supposed to have some more rain then. So I don't know. I don't know if he knows exactly when, or where the weather's going to be at, but yeah, Lisa's been almost like she just wore out. I don't know if she's coming down with something or what, but no, I guess we didn't see it either because I wasn't on I wasn't on YouTube at the time, and the farming Fords are here. How you doing, Shane? I guess it's hard to when you got some pains and stuff like that to here at home. How you doing? We're doing great here in this neck of the woods. How you doing in your neck of the woods? Robbie, you all are at home, back home now, and going live tonight, right? Or are you on the road? Yeah, Joey, we asked prayer for her needs the other night on the on that. What are you grateful for, and what's on your prayer list? Shorts I do in the evenings. Um, so I didn't call her out by name, but I did say we had a YouTube friend that her knees are bothering her really bad, and she's requesting prayer for her. So sometimes people like to have their names mentioned, and sometimes I've been told that, well, you didn't have to mention my name. So it's one of those situations where I don't mind telling people's names, and but I wonder sometimes if I should, because the way they feel about it, it's a privacy thing, I guess. Yeah, I've been told by a couple people, well, you didn't have to mention my name, or you shouldn't have mentioned my name. I didn't want my name mentioned, so I like, well, sorry. I hear you. I woke up this morning. I thought it was a pretty good deal myself. Yeah, I can't. I never can complain about waking up and being able to get out of bed. Yeah, she wanted to sleep. She's like Lisa. She wanted to sleep in her own bed. She wanted a good, comfortable sleep. I don't blame her. I'd rather be at home too myself. Well, Rebecca, that's fine. I hadn't asked you one way or the other, and I knew that Lisa told me that you was asking for prayer for your knees. So I thought, well, I'd put it out there, but I didn't know I hadn't got permission to put your name on there, so I didn't mention you by name. But if you go back a couple shorts last week, I think it was that I did ask for prayer for your knees, and knees are something that I hope my knees don't go bad on me. You know, I will say it's getting harder and harder to get on your knees and pray every now and then as the older I get. They don't seem to be as comfortable on the floor. Let's see. If I remember right, Robbie and them had about the 5 hour ride. Yeah. Yeah, it's a blessing to be able to get up out of bed and stuff like that. The bed wasn't good for sleeping. It was too hard or too soft. Yeah, there's things that no matter what you do when you get up in the morning and stuff like that, if you're away at a hotel, no matter how nice the place is, whatever, it's just, there's just something about being at home, drinking your cup of coffee out of your cup or whatever, or, getting you a glass of tea, a hot, warm tea, just whatever. Uh, Lisa's downstairs, and she's monitoring the thing from downstairs tonight. Oh, really? How's that? I bet that's a pretty cool place. They had a thing on Facebook about that this morning. I don't know. Somebody famous must have been there or something because of the. They had a picture of some guy by a Bucky statue, and yeah, I have a Buns coffee maker where you pour it in the water and the water's already hot back there in the back, and it's leaking. So I guess I'll take it apart and see if there's something I can fix. But if it's sometimes there's seals that you can't fix and stuff. So we don't really drink enough coffee around here to really justify it. But it was on clearance and it was so cut. But I drink more hot tea and stuff like that than anything else. Am I buffering on anybody else's right now? Yeah, it was probably yeah. That it's funny because somebody's already mentioned that on there. This one of the very first people that was on there said hello to me as Wolfer Brimley. I thought that was too funny. I can't tell you how many times people have told me I look like it on these lives. Thank you, Robbie. I'm sure you're talking about the live, not me. Yeah, you can. I like pecan sandies in the hot tea, Joy. That I drink a little coffee when I'm at work and stuff like that. Usually not around here, but the yeah. Oh, good. Thank you, Randy. Nobody. We're not buffering. Lisa said downstairs she thought we was buffering a little bit. Pooty Cat's here. How you doing? Elijah's here. Well, Elijah, as a matter of fact, I am. Well, what's that got to do with anything right now, though? No, I don't think you need to see my left foot. Why in the world would you want to see my left foot? Oh, good. Tracy said we're good too. Yeah, it was very sad, Put a Cat, and to see what happened. I don't understand what in the world. I don't understand what's going on in the world right now. I don't. Used to, we never had to worry about any of that kind of stuff, especially here in the United States. Well, you'll just have to have your foot fetish showed off someplace else. Well, Elijah, if that's what you need to do, I guess that's what you need to do. Let's see. What town was that? Oh, I just looked at that article. I can't say. Oh, there, Putty Cat put it up. Yeah, the lady that Lisa's talking about, we watched a thing on Bucky's Food, and she had, if I'm not mistaken, she had some frozen stuff and different things like that. She brought it home, fixed it all, and she was just raving about how good the food was. So I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's. I think it's supposed to be about an hour and something down the road from us. So I'd like to go visit it one day. Me and Lisa's talked about it, but we just never have hit it that way. Matter of fact, we hadn't been to a Bucky's until we went to came home from Oklahoma last year. I know this year. I don't know why. It just seemed like it's been so long. But anyway, this year back in March, we ran across the Bucky's on the road home. So it was fairly new. So we pulled in there, and they got a big roundabout at the end of the expressway thing. You had to go through it, around it, and then on into the Bucky's. My lord, there was so many people piled up in there getting gas and food, and I don't know if I've ever seen a place that was so full of people getting. I mean, man, that place was packed. But everything moved quick, and you could get around the store real easy, and I didn't have any trouble. But there was a lot of people there. Yeah, Tracy, you're right. There's a lot of crazy and evil people in the land right now, around the world. I really don't understand it. But all we can do is just pray and hope it stays away from us and all our loved ones. I hope it actually stays away from the United States, but it won't. Seems like we're getting crazier and crazier here. thank you, dear. And I think it would be much better if you were up here with me. I miss you up here. So, anybody got any plans for next week? Anything they want to do, might do, would love to do, not going to do? Food they might want to eat? We can talk about anything. Anything and everything. Lisa made a crock pot meal last night, and yesterday we was going to eat it today anyway. We wasn't going to eat it last night, but she had something in the crock pot, and I forget what the meat was called. But anyway, she did her usual fixings for the work rinse. Lisa's dad called. I hope it didn't toss anybody around or whatever. He always calls about this time every day. Well, hopefully when you get it all set up, it works the way you want it to. Well, I probably won't be getting a pedicure, and I don't need a haircut, so I hope you enjoy it. Lisa's got a couple of those pedicures over the time and stuff like that, and she the pedicure. She comes back and says her feet. She keeps telling me I need to go do it, but I don't know. I don't think I need somebody soaking my feet. I can soak my own feet, and whatever. I don't think so, Put a cat. I don't think so. Yeah, that's not something that I don't know. I can't say I'd the haircut I don't need, and might use one of those shaves, but then again, I don't know if I trust anybody with a straight razor. And I guess when I get grow my beard this year, whenever I start it, I guess I could let it grow and go in for a haircut on that. Yeah, that'd be a good thing to work on this next week. If you have any of that chicken netting, like a poultry netting, you can put them behind that. That works pretty good. And puppies, usually I had mine. I had a bunch of them in. Had the hog panel in a corner, made a big circle, and had hog, and it worked really good too. It was a quick, easy way to do it. They grow so cotton big and fast. I didn't want anything too permanent at the time, so. Oh, cool. Well, hopefully it's nothing. It's just a regular checkup. Nothing that you're worried about. Dad had Dad had 3 back surgeries, and yeah, that bending over thing became very kind of difficult for him. He could still do it a little bit, but real good. So, man, they put those 2 titanium rods in his back, almost, and then he's got 3 screws in each of them, and it's wow. I went with him to the doctor's office where the doctor showed him the X-ray of his back and stuff. Man, that was something. Hello, Mary 13, BNY. Yeah, we got a bunch outside that Lisa's going to go and have them fixed, and hopefully they'll find good homes after that, because they're driving me nuts. Rebecca, you're going to have to remind me about it. I'm supposed to email you what? Because if I'm supposed to email you something, I've done forgot. And if you'll remind me tonight, I promise I'll do it as soon as I get off here. I can't believe I forgot that, whatever it was. Yeah, 7 back. I mean, Dad went through 3, and I thought, man, that was a bunch. And man, laid up like he was, and I'd hate to go through 7. 7 would be, that's just, yeah, I don't, wow. Oh, okay. I just was making sure it wasn't something serious, Noble. You know, we got we got poultry nets and we got, I got a couple ones with 4-foot gates on them, and then I got a couple, one with an 8-foot gate on it, and those netting gates, they work really good. And I'd like to say those nets are easy and quick to put up, but they're not. They're good once you get them up, but man, it's a pain sometimes to move them. Yeah, I need to make sure I got a video coming out Tuesday. I'm going to upload it tonight and schedule it for Tuesday at 3 p.m. And then I need to finish one for Thursday. And I'd like to be able to, in between cutting wood and cleaning barns and whatever else I get into around here, to maybe put up 1 or 2 a week, and maybe in the wintertime at least 1 a week, and back to 2 a week in the spring and summer. But I'd like to keep putting up the 2. I like doing the 2 a week. And y'all tell me right now, which one would you rather watch? Would you rather watch 1 a week and it'd be about 20 minutes? 15, 20 minutes, whatever. Or would you rather watch maybe 2 at 8, 9, 10 minutes apiece? I never really know what your rented. Oh, that'd be good to watch, Robbie. Your lives were pretty good. I liked your lives. You had you going around showing everything and stuff like that. But wow, they say you need 2 more back surgeries. Yeah, Dad could still walk after his, but standing straight for a long time, so kind of once his he got both hips replaced, both knees replaced, and standing up all the time seemed a lot difficult, shall we say. But yeah, that guy he really knew what he was talking about, didn't he? Expiration date on your body. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, that's kind of that's what I was kind of thinking too. But then again, some people don't like to watch a long video. I had one guy at work said he didn't like to watch them under 10 minutes. He liked them more 20 minutes. And so that one review I did on the tractor, he liked it better than he did the 2 previous, and one was 8 and one was 9. So I don't know. Everybody's got their preference, I guess. But cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that has so much information and stuff like that. It's very interesting. Wow, 30-minute video. Yeah, I put out some of those like that too, Robbie. I thought they was pretty good, and they did well. I'd say they did pretty good. Oh, so she sold most of the chickens that she brought. Cool. Well, I thought it was kind of funny to see you had the I think it was the goats, the chicken, no, the turtles. Was it? Yeah, it was turtles. I think that was in with the they were in a cage inside the goat pen. And you said you hadn't noticed. I think it was the one for today. You hadn't noticed them the day before yesterday or whatever. No, not the. Let's see. It was. I get confused on all the lives and stuff like that. No, not with the chickens. They. I thought it was turtles were in the cage with the goats, or was it chickens in the cage in a cage with goats? I can't remember. You were going around there showing something about that, and you said you forgot to show that. You didn't notice it the day before. Google Smart Bunny. Huh. Yeah. The cage with chicken. Oh, yeah. Okay. They had chickens and turtles. Okay. So what's Google Smart Bunny do? And where are you from? And am I supposed to be the Dr. Eggman? Well, I saw a short with a turtle. Let's see. That was in like a wagon type thing. Is that the one you're talking about? The one named Diva? Or was that on somebody else's short? You get caught up on some of those shorts every now and then. You get the yeah, that's the one. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought that was on your thing, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, that was a pretty cool looking turtle. Had its own little ride along thing. You can't say that turtle was very slow because it it moved around that wagon. Yeah, I agree with Lisa. We ate at at a barbecue place yesterday in town and stuff like that. It was after the soccer game for the grandkids. We went and ate birthday dinner with him and stuff, and he wanted to eat at a barbecue joint there in town, and both Lisa and me looked at each other after we left the place. We got a brisket dinner, and I will say for a restaurant they make really good macaroni and cheese. They had some different things there. That was really good. But everything we ate was good. I can't complain about the food, but we both said, hey, we could do better on that brisket. It was a little better flavor and stuff like that, but it was. Yeah, it was good. When we were in the in Oklahoma at the Okie, it was good to get everybody together. And when we ate at J and L's, that was really good. And yeah, they were. Lisa got the barbecue beans, kind of hoping it was going to be like those beans that we got at J and L's, and she makes here at the house and stuff. And but they were. Yeah, they were nothing like the ones at J and L's or the ones Lisa makes. They were I don't know. That's about the only thing on that we had ordered. Me and Lisa ordered, shall we say, that I would say, well, that wasn't, but everything else had good flavor and good taste, so I can't really complain about that. Yeah, I didn't even know they had a brother named Scott there, Robbie. I heard that today on their little deal, and I'm like, well, wow. Actually, I think I heard that on yours. Yeah. What kind of seafood did y'all eat at while you was there? I love good seafood. I'm big on shrimp, codfish, and let's see, I forget I forget what sandwich I usually get when I'm. Well, no, I can't say I've. Let's see, who makes it? Kentucky's best bologna. Captain John's. Huh. Was it like a Long John Silver's and a Captain D's, or was it like a something? I don't know. We ate at a seafood place coming back from Oklahoma, not this year, but last year, and I forget even where we found it at. But it was late at night and it was open, and we were hungry, and we pulled in there, and man, they had good seafood. A lot of good shrimp, fish sandwich. I can't say I've tried the Kentucky best, but although it seemed like to me I've seen it, but I can't say yet completely yes to it. That I have. Yeah, the bad thing is, Robbie, I understand, because a lot of places that tell me they're supposed to be the best of this, that, or the other, and well, I don't know. I think I can do better. Well, if they sell it at Save a Lot, then I've had it, because there's a Save a Lot right here in town, and I bought a bunch of the bologna and stuff like that and smoked it Matter of fact, I think I may, since you brought that up, I may stop on the way home from work tomorrow night and buy a thing of bologna and put it on the smoker. I love smoked bologna. I probably don't need it, but that's beside the point. I do love eating it. Oh, so you want me to give you my send you my well? I tell you what would be good. It's my I'll put it. I'll try to put it in the. Let's see. I'll get Lisa to put the our email address in the chat. You email me, and then we'll go from there. How about doing that for me, Lisa? Put our the Moneypit Homestead at gmail.com. That is the oh, I love making smoked bologna, Tracy. That's one of my favorite things to smoke on a smoker. Get it nice and smoked up. I don't want it burnt or anything like that. I've seen some people burn them, and they'll use the whole chub the way it is, and then they'll make all these patterns in it. And the next thing you know, you got bologna going everywhere. I did do one thing. I said that, and now that was the best when you keep it almost whole. But I made some smoked bologna, and it was like a blooming onion type deal. And there, yeah, Lisa just put up the our email address for you, Rebecca. And you're too sweet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I remember how to do it. Randy sent me a thing on a video, and I watched it. And so what you did, you cut the chub in fourth, and then you turned it where it was all flat, and then you cut down through it. You made cuts like that, and it kind of bloomed out like a thing when you put all the sauce and stuff on it. Oh man, I forget exactly what that was called, but it was oh, that was delicious. As far as cutting bologna in big chunks and smoking like that, that would be my favorite way to do it on that. But I like cutting it about maybe that thick, and then then you season both sides, and you have your if you want to put barbecue sauce on it, you can, and all that stuff, and that way everything gets smoked. There's nothing, you don't have that pink bologna look to it very much anyway. Well, thank you about my mustache being that good. I like it. Thank you. Mississippi. James Wilson from Mississippi. Boy, I bet it is nice there this time of year. And Shaky OK, where are you from? Waffle? You're tough, I guess. Where are you from? I like finding out where people are from and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool deal. You can't. I like having friends all over the place. A lot of people from different places and stuff like that. They introduce, different things, different foods, different this, that, and the other, and it's man, I think it's learned a lot of different ways to cook things and stuff. Mandarin, Mississippi. I think I said that right. Yeah, it'd be great if there's a lot of people in here tonight. If y'all would give us a thumbs up, and we actually have. Well, actually, right now we have more thumbs up than we have people in here. We have 9 people with 12 people with Yeah, 16 thumbs up. But if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please give us a thumbs up. You gonna get one off the front porch, Randy? Hey, I've seen times I could. I've seen times I walk out the door and shoot one right there in the driveway. But I don't. I wouldn't do that. Not in my driveway anyway. I might have to worry about the cast iron going back in the house. Yeah, but if they're out of the yard and stuff like that on the farm, I don't mind taking one then for sure. But there's been many a year I could hunt right here at the house. Raise a window, boom. I worked with a guy one time. It's been several years ago. I went back when I worked in E-Town. He was an old Army guy. Him and his brother were both retired out of the military, and their family and stuff like that there was in the logging, and they were logging. His family was logging over to this house where this old farmer wasn't living at the time. He'd bought a house. Bought a farm, and one thing led to another, and he just rented the house out from time to time, and just so happened while they're logging, the house was empty. So they said they could go hunt, stay in the house and hunt on that farm. So him and his brother went. They had different. They had 3 or 4 bedroom house, so they had them separate bedrooms. And all of a sudden, a friend of mine that I was working with, he said, "Hey," he said, "I hear my brother in there saying something in the next room." And he goes, "What?" He said, "Look out your window." So he looked out the window. Right there was some couple bucks. So they both eased their windows up, pointed their guns, shot them a couple deer each, and then went out, used the skid steers that they had on the farm, tied the things up, brought them in, tied them up, cleaned them up, and processed the deers right there. It was a better story when he was telling because he had more detail in it and stuff like that. But there was that was a pretty interesting hunt, shall we say. It didn't have to worry. They were hunting in a warm house. Robbie said they wouldn't show up till after September 30th. I understand that. Yeah, usually the deer vaporize. I can see deer every day, and I could get out of the house right now and walk down to by the spring, by the where we usually have a garden or whatever, and I almost guaranteed to see a deer, or at least several. But opening day, vaporize. Don't see them anymore hardly. Every now and then you'll see them, but sometimes I can't. I'd like to say I'd get deer every year, but I don't. So yeah, Lisa says she heard. Yeah, when the space station comes over here on a regular basis, and Lisa's been trying to see it. And oh well, thank you, Rebecca. As soon as I get off here, I'll send you a response back. But she's been trying to catch the space station and stuff. And that Elon Musk, all those satellites he's got tied together, and they as they go across the sky. Yeah, we've been watching that from time to time. Yeah, it's funny to hear deer, but sometimes they'll just walk off and you can hear them. Sometimes they vaporize and you don't. You can see them and you can blink, and the next thing, well, where'd that deer go? A lot of times we'll have 4 or 5 deer up here behind the house. They'll come drifting through, but once the acorns and stuff like that are gone, if it's a real good year for acorns, we'll have a lot of deer up here behind the house and around the house and all that. Sometimes we have them in the front yard, but Robbie, we've never had to worry about deer. I mean, usually they're more scared of us, I guess, because they're more scared of us than we are of them. So never really had to worry. I've never had to worry about a deer jumping up, after me. I've seen videos where people kind of act stupid and stuff like that and do something to the deer, and the next thing you know, you got a deer fighting a person. I've seen a lot of videos too where like a deer get caught up in a fence or whatever, or get chased by an animal and run into a fence or whatever, and the men are out there trying to hold the deer, and that's takes a lot of bravery to get out there and get a hold of that deer and help it get free. And then once they get it free, turn it loose, and because the deer is just mad right then because it's scared, mad, and hurt, and all it knows is it wants to get out of there as fast as it can. So, all right, Robbie, we'll see you over there. Everybody, make sure when we're done here, in about 3 minutes, that 3-4 minutes, we'll get over to Robbie's and the Wild Huckleberry, because they're going live tonight. As soon as we sign off, they will be going on. Well, we enjoyed having you here, Robbie. Yeah, Lisa will talk to the deer. That's true. She'll, what you doing? And they'll turn around sometime and come back towards her and stuff, and not run off. And it is amazing how many deer, like will be in the yard because of Lisa. Lisa will have there's a couple big birds flying around the house, and she'll talk to them and stuff like that. And oh, hello, Pornhub. And the next thing you know, they're flying closer or whatever. And we did have something happen the other day, Lisa, with all those kittens out there. We were getting ready to go somewhere and get in the car, and a hawk come flying through, just had its wings out, just as graceful as anything, sailing right through the yard about a little above eye level, and both of us saw it, and it had something in its in its tentacles, and as it flew up, it landed on one of the branches and started eating the animal that it caught. And I could tell real quick that it had a long tail like a squirrel, and I told Lisa it had a squirrel. And yeah, she's right. She says she was counting chickens. Well, she started counting kittens. She started counting them kittens real quick. Where are they at? What are they doing? She loves those birds, but she would have been mad at one of them birds if they got her kitten. It was too funny. Where are those at? Where are those at? Yeah, I just kept watching the hawk. I thought, no, I don't think that was a kitten. But anyway, you have a good evening too. Thanks for coming around. I really appreciate you being here, buddy. Well, everybody, I guess it's about time to load this, lock this down, unless somebody's got something else to say. I really appreciate everybody coming. We got, hopefully y'all been enjoying some of the videos and the shorts we've been putting up, maybe even a couple of the lives. And I really can't thank everybody enough. If you don't mind, I'd love it if you would put us a comment after this thing ends. Put a comment down there in the comment section. Tell us where you're from, what you're doing, and if you enjoyed this or not. Something that we'd like to see, whatever. Thanks for coming, Noble. I appreciate you being here, buddy. And anyway, like I said, we're going to end this now. And until next week, we'll be back on next Sunday. I'm not sure right now, but I'll give y'all more notice on the Tuesday thing if we do go Tuesday. Like I said, don't know. I don't know if I want to make that a every week thing, but yeah, go watch our videos. I appreciate you saying that, Randy. Need more people watching the videos and the shorts and everything, especially the videos. I'd love it if y'all would watch the videos and give us some comments how we can make better videos and stuff for you all. And well, until next week or the next time we can go live or our next video or whatever, may God bless your days the way He always does ours. Until then, see ya.